Hi guys, and welcome to another video. In this video is part of a series where I'm actually going through how to find the equation or the quadratic of a graph. So when you're given a graph, finding the rule of it. Okay, so I've got two previous videos on this. So one where you're given a graph with two roots and the y-intercept, and I've also gone through an example where you've got a turning point and a y-intercept. This example here is going through one where I'm actually given it in words, so I'm not even given a graph, so I'm actually going to have to work it out without a graph. So that's what we're going to do now. So let's read very carefully and highlight what's important. So find the equation of a quadratic where the graph cuts the x-axis at 4 and -3. So if it cuts the x-axis, it's telling me it's x-intercepts or roots. So I'm going to write that down. Okay, so then it passes through the point to negative 20. Put your answer in the form y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay, so making sure that's in this general form. So we've got quite a few bits of important information, and I'd really encourage you that when you have a question like this, that you actually highlight what's important. I find it really useful, so make sure I have all the information that I need, and I use all the information that I'm given, because generally they're going to give you information that you're actually going to need. So first of all, I need to figure out what form am I going to put my quadratic in. I've got so they want it in this form, but you don't actually have to put it straight into that form. So remember, you can really interchange between the several different forms we have. So we've got our turning point form, which is useful obviously when you have a turning point. We've got root form when you're given some roots, and then you can solve from there. And of course, you've got that general form that's up here. Okay, so we need to decide which one to use. Now, I'm given roots, so you should think, okay, I'm given roots, I'm going to use the root form. So that's this one here. Okay, so let's not worry about that top one. We don't need that one. We're going to use that one here. So this B and C represent my roots. We're going to substitute the roots into those spots. Now, my roots here are 4 and -3. So let's do that right now. So I'm going to go x minus 4, x. Now there's a minus sign here, and there's a minus sign there. 2 minus makes a plus 3. Now I'm almost there. So once I've substituted in my roots, I'm going to now find out my a, or my scale factor, or my dilation factor. Now to do that, I'm going to substitute a point. Lucky for you, you're actually given a point. So this information is useful. I'm going to substitute this point into my rule and to find out what my a is. So 2, -20. And the examples we've seen before have been y-intercepts. Now those y-intercepts are up to you if you want to use them now, and they're generally given to you because you're going to need it, but in this case you're not given a y-intercept, and that's okay. It can be any coordinate. So I'm going to substitute this in. So it's -20 is equal to a 2 take 4, 2 plus 3. -20 is equal to a 2 take 4 is -2, 2 plus 3 is 5. So I'm going to have to move up here now. Okay, so -20 is equal to -2 times 5 is -10 a. Now that I've done this, I'm going to try to get a on its own, so I'm going to divide by -10 on both sides. To cancel that out, I'm going to have a. So -20 divided by -10 is simply just 2. So at the end, I've got y equals 2, x take 4, x plus 3. Now, I can't say I'm done yet because I still haven't used all my information yet. So I used this bit of information. I've used this bit of information. So these bits were related to the roots. I still need to make sure I use up that last bit of information that I've highlighted. I need to make sure I have it in my general form, or in other words, expanded them. Now, the two forms I showed you at the very beginning, they can be expanded to have this general form. So don't feel like you have to force yourself to put the information straight into that general form. That's how they make you think that you need to have it straight into that form. But remember, all those different forms, all those different ways to look at the quadratic are all just interchangeable, and you can always expand back to get to that general form. Okay, so I'm going to use this now, this information here, this final rule that I found out. I'm going to now expand it to find my answer in general form. So let's have a look. So I'm going to expand this here. So doing maybe no foil, or maybe just the typical crab claws, I don't know. I'm going to have 2. Here, I probably don't even need a bracket. Actually, no, I'll put bracket in there. X squared. Then I'm going to have plus 3x, take 4x, take 12, equals 2, x squared, take x, take 12. Now let's expand that out. 2x squared, take 2x, take 24. And that is my final answer.